So I did buy a book at the airport.
Really?
Which I've never done before. And I said, what book am I going to get? I need something that's going to change my life enough. You know, that's why I can't read a fictional book. 'Cause I'm just, the whole time I'm reading a fictional book by Colleen Hoover, I'm thinking, well, this didn't even happen. What's the point?
You would see the point.
My mom's reading The End of Us All or whatever.
Oh my God, she is?
Yeah.
Do you know how horny those books are?
I don't need to know. I didn't need, because my mom's like reading it next to me. I don't need to. We sat on a
horny.
Okay, we sat on a train for 2.5 hours. I did not need to know what may have been happening or may not have been happening on her Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so here's where it gets dicey, and I have so many apologies to make to everyone listening. I did have to reevaluate my loser list.
As in you added, or you had to readjust somebody that's already on there and take them off?
Took him off.
Kevin Hart?
Nope.
Harry Styles?
No, guys, I had to reevaluate the entire list. Matthew McConaughey is not even on my list anymore.
Did you get his book?
I got his book.
Damn, what happened?
Damn, he's exactly like me. I was like, no. Every time I turn the page, I'm like, God damn it. Like,
which piece exactly?
It's just, I'm going to give you the book because, guys, I read it in 2 days, whole book. I don't even read.
Can you give us the highlights?
I can't.
So you love him now because he's like you?
Well, it just like, it was hard for me. It was a tough nut to swallow because I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
That is making sense as well. Yeah, went to college, same college as me.
Uh-huh.
Yep, changed his major, thought he was going to be a lawyer. Then he's in TV and film.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I was in business and I was in advertising. I'm like, so he's off. So now I got to go through everyone again and just like go at it with an open mind and an open heart.
Good.
Clear eyes, full heart.
Good.
Loser list. I might just delete the list from my phone.
No, I don't think you should do that.
I just felt it was a sobering moment to be reading this book. It's called Green Lights, by the way. I'm sure everybody's, I'm pretty sure everyone's already read it. And I was just late.
Right, it was big like a few years ago, right?
Right, and I was like, I'm not touching his book.
Right.
No, he's really
great guy.
Cool and smart and like intuitive and.
I love that you're comparing yourself to him.
Seen this? He did a live virtual event. Cody and Noel did a whole episode on it yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? Mm-hmm. Wow, our cycles have synced here and there. See, then he pulls out a bongo, and I'm like, come on. Like, I can't
You would do that.
I know!
You have a banjo.
I know. I think I have the shirt he's wearing in this virtual event, too. God damn it, Matthew. God. Okay, you got me.
There are worse people to be.
No, I know. I was just like, okay, stop trying so hard. Now I like want to be him. So.
Well, it seems like you already are.
So. Do I want to be him or be in him? I don't know.
Yeah. Tough nut to crack. And swallow.
Anyways, great book. There's a lot of it. I'm calling BS on that, but like, I'm sure a lot of people, if I wrote a book, would call BS on the majority of it. But it's a good read.
Right.
So, I guess normalize keeping an open mind and
we have
learn
always
more information.
Normalized changing your mind.
Yeah, and
same kind of thing.
I want to give credit to myself for even buying the book.
Yeah,
$34 at the Newark airport. Come on, $34 for a book is crazy.
Why'd you choose that book?
Because I was like, I've heard it's good, and I'm not gonna read Colleen or
there are like
or
things
Prince
in
Harry's
between.
book. Like I can't relate to Prince Harry or anything. Or Michelle Obama, like I can't relate to Becoming probably. Right. So I was like, I'm gonna read this book because we're alum together.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that you gave him a chance.
Oh my God, gave him a chance. I'm worshiping him.
Right.
At this point, brilliant.
Awesome.
Anywho, so I read that whole book while sitting, relaxing with everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and it was great.
Were you by the water?
Yes, everything's on this like in these little towns by the water.
Was it like countryside, or like more?
Yeah. It was like there was a town, and then everything else was vineyards basically besides, and they were like tending to but everything's so steep there. So like they were the Italians are.
I love.
We go on this hike. Yeah, no, we go on this hike. I'm miserable. And I like doing things and walking. And there were people 80, 90 years old passing me.
Why were you miserable?
I'm hot.
It was hot there?
It was hot. Yeah, and I was like, what are we doing walking. So we should be like experiencing, but I guess that was the experience. There's like 80-year-old Italian people passing me, an 8-month pregnant woman at least, just passing me as if I wasn't moving.
Mm-hmm.
I was moving as fast as I could.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Anyways, it was a really, really good time, and then we went up to Lake Como for the wedding, and the wedding was just like unbelievable. Had too much fun at the wedding.
Would you ever have your wedding like in a place like Italy where people have to travel so far to come?
Yeah, because it keeps it small enough to where like
I was thinking the same thing.
That's the people, because then you can invite more people and be like, well, I invited you.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
It was your choice not to come.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, that's a hard place to get to.
It is.
Cars, trains, and automobiles.
It is.
And planes as well,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Wow, sounds like you had a blast.
It was a blast. Trying to think. I had one more. Oh, food. Everyone talks so much about the Italian food.
Don't even. Don't.
John and Vinny's for me, please.
No. Connor. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And guess
you
what?
think John and Vinny's is better?
Yeah, I do.
I think then your palate needs work.
I think I have a great palate.
I would say you don't.
You don't know my palate.
I do know. I know your palate well enough.
I need more spice. There was really no spice. And then I learned. So, okay, listen to
Because
this.
spice, you don't need spice when the flavor is like that.
I will say
the whole point of spice is that you put it on because the original flavor needs something.
I think
it doesn't need anything in Italy.
Spice enhances flavors to me. There's a spicy fusilli right there. Chills. I will say the cheese. I had one pizza dish that like I was eating this and I was like, it was almost as if the cheese itself was showing me all the different things that goes into a cheese. Anyways, so on the Sunday of the wedding, which was after 2 days of like literally drinking, eating, the wedding was essentially like a 3-day event. It was like you couldn't have experienced a better wedding. On the third day, it was like brunch, and then we day drank, and it was like the best way to like end. I day drank like a maniac, which was there's obviously.
You get like so drunk, like on the verge of blacking out in front of your parents. And what's that like?
My dad told me.
For those audio listeners, Connor did shake his head in the affirmative.
Yeah. My dad said on Monday morning, "You are not in college anymore," which is a great reminder to get from your dad while you're abroad. So I'll be taking it easy for the next couple weeks.
Because I feel like I get embarrassed if I'm like tipsy plus in front of my.
I mean, I was there. I was
not saying you should.
I was in Italy with a bunch of people that were also drinking a lot, and it was so much fun.
I feel embarrassed because it's just me alone.
Did not need to cry giving my speech, but
oh, what you say?
I won't go into it because it is like as if I looked up. It's as if I asked someone at Home Goods to print me off a speech from one of those signs that like a white woman would hang in her kitchen.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, so I teared up giving that the most generic speech ever, which I thought was brilliant at the time.
Did anyone else
and
cry?
And then I went and smoked a cigarette like I was just like this, as if I was esophagus, or not esophagus.
Esophagus?
Like a philosopher. What's his name? Aristotle. Socrates, whatever. What I call him, esophagus?
Esophagus.
Okay. Anyways, on the Sunday after the brunch, we went to this bar that like overlooked all of Lake Como, and we.
Sorry, I can't get over you thinking a philosopher's name was esophagus.
He looks like an esophagus.
Do you know what an esophagus is? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we go to this bar afterwards and to have more drinks, and the shuttle's leaving, and I was like in the last round of shuttles, and I sat down with this group of like Italian like mid-20s people. And I was talking to them, and then they gave me their number, and they were like, "Oh, we should go get drinks tomorrow if you're still gonna be here." And I was like, "Yeah, totally, give me the number." So on the Monday after, I didn't have any more drinks after Sunday, but I did go and sit down with them, and I was talking to them. And what the hell am I telling you this for? I had a point here. Huh? I didn't have a point.
Really?
Isn't that insane?
That is kind of insane.
Huh?
And then you just left and went home?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Anyways, I have a group of friends really cool in Italy now.
Oh, they're your permanent friends?
Yeah, we all follow each other on Instagram.
Wow.
Fantastic.